everyone, it's Charlton. So this young girl, young lady, Sarah Papenheim, is 21 years old. She was a student studying abroad. She's from Andover, Minnesota, and she was studying in the Netherlands at Erasmus University, which is in a city, I believe the city's called Rotterdam. You know, here's Amsterdam right there. I actually been to Amsterdam for a long weekend one time with a bunch of dudes, which is a beautiful city. Absolutely beautiful. It's not what I expected at all. Absolutely beautiful. It was quite an experience. So, but that's where she was studying at Erasmus University. She was stabbed to death by, well, allegedly by another male student who lived in the same building as her. And according to the Daily Mail, the headlines over there, you know, she was his only friend, and she was just being nice. But she, I think, had told her mother that he had a really bad temper, and the reports were the people in the building heard loud arguing, and it happened, I believe, in the morning of Wednesday. And the police, people in the building called the police. She was found. According to her mother, there she is right there. You know, she's a musician. She's a drummer. There's video here of her in a band playing drums. And she was an accomplished musician, supposedly known quite well in Andover, Minnesota, or Minnesota, you know, as being part of the music community. You know, I'll play you the video of her playing drums where she's just having a very good time, and she's a part of the band and everything. So, Sarah Papenheim died from stab wounds by a male assailant who has not been identified. I'm not exactly sure why that is. I don't know what the privacy laws are in the Netherlands or what the legal reasons for that are. Died from stab wounds by a male assailant who was not publicly identified. The murder occurred inside the home where she was staying in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam, where she was studying psychology at Erasmus University, Rotterdam. Papenheim's mother told the television station that her daughter was killed in a bathtub by an unstable roommate who snapped, adding they found her in a bath of blood, stabbed to death, and beat up and stabbed for no reason but trying to be his friend. According to AD, a newspaper in the Netherlands, the suspect is a man who lives in the same student complex, a 23-year-old Rotterdammer who is accused by Sarah's mother of having harassed Sarah regularly. AD reports that the suspect fled after the stabbing and left Sarah seriously injured. Witnesses heard loud quarreling and screaming from the student. At the end of the morning, they sounded an alarm to the police. Officers found the young woman bathing in the blood. Attempts to resuscitate her were no longer useful. And let me just pull that up quick. So, you know, obviously it's just terrible. And the same family, her brother not long ago committed suicide. So they're just absolutely crushed, man. American college student 21 is stabbed to death by her male roommate 23 while studying in the Netherlands after he told her she was his only friend, and she complained he had a bad temper. There's not much more about the individual other than secondhand accounts from people like the mother and I guess people in the building. But here is, you know, this is her Instagram page. There's pictures of her, you know, having a good life. Had her whole life ahead of her. She's 21 years old. Studying abroad, which definitely, you know, is, I don't know, it gives me concerns. It's funny, I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day that anytime I'm outside the United States, I'm a little wary. No matter where I am, no matter where, just because you're in somebody else's country, and it just, you know, it's just always different no matter what. But tons of people do this. Tons of people choose to study in throughout London or throughout Europe. So, and it's you know, it's a super fun experience, man. Super fun. Here is her playing in a band. She's the drummer. Over at her Twitter feed is also, and this is a recent video of her just from October of 2018. Just nothing, just fixing her hair, but just you get an idea of the girl. Very pretty. So that's, obviously a terrible shame. It's pretty much the story there. Pretty awful. There's lots of photos of her over at her Instagram account, and she has a large social media, but there's also pictures of her friends and stuff like that, so for reasons. Can't show this. This happened Wednesday, and that's the story there, man. Terrible shame for the mother. They do have a GoFundMe page set up for her. The mother was explaining because she's in the Netherlands, the cost of her bringing her home, I think, is going to be outrageously high. I mean, I think it's like $40,000 just to get her home, or something like that. It's pretty excessive, and I can quickly get to it. I believe it's up here. There it is, right there. Everything will be linked in the description. But she does explain it's going to be very expensive for travel costs for the family and to bring Sarah home, not to mention any funeral and burial costs. Costs are estimated to be around $40,000 on the page. All right, well, that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I will see you in the next video. Later, man.